sets free the thickened air. When of a truth the water's destined bulk gets in, as air gives away, even so it is when in the belly of the brazen clock the water lies and the girl's fingertip shuts the pipe and tube. The air that from without comes pressing forward holds the water back about the passages of the gurgling neck. As the child keeps possession of the top until a hand will loosen, will amain, quite contrawise to way and wise before, pours out and under the water's destined bulk, as air drops down and in. Even so it is with the thin blood that through our members drive, when hurrying back it streams to inward, then amain a flow of air comes rushing on. But when again it forward leaps, the air in turn breathes out along the self-same way. 101. Sniffing with nostrils mites from wild beasts' limbs, left by their feet along the tender grass. 102. And thus got all things share of breath and smells. 103. Thus all things think their thought by will of chance. 104. And in so far the lightest at their fall do strike together. 105. In the bloodstreams, back leaping unto it, the heart is nourished, where prevails the power that men call thought. For lo, the blood that stirs about the heart is man's controlling thought. 106. For unto men their thrift of reason grows according to the body's thrift and state. 107. For as these commingled all things are, even through these men think, rejoice or grieve. 108. As far as mortals change by day, so far by night their thinking changes. 109. For 'tis through earth that earth we do behold, through ether divine ether luminous, through water water, through fire devouring fire, and love through love, and hate through doleful hate. 110. For if reliant on a spirit firm with inclination and endeavor pure, thou wilt behold them, all these things shall be forever thine for service, and besides, therefore full many another shalt thou gain. For of themselves into that core they grow, of each man's nature, where his essence lies. But if for others thou wilt look and reach, such empty treasures, myriad and vile, as men be after, which forevermore blunt souls and keen desire, O then shall these most swiftly leave thee as the seasons roll, for all their yearning is a quick return unto thy own primeval stock. For know, all things have fixed intent and share of thought. 111. And thou shalt master every drug that e'er was made defense against sickness and old age. For thee alone all this I will fulfill. And thou shalt calm the might of tireless winds that burst on earth and ruined seed lands. Aye, shalt thou arouse the blasts, and watch them take thy vengeance, wild and shrill. For that before thou cowedest them, thou shalt change black rain to drought, at seasons good for men, and the long drought of summer shalt thou change to torrents nourishing the mountain trees, as down the stream from ether, and thou shalt from Hades beckon the might of perished men. 112. Ye friends, who in the mighty city dwell, along the yellow Arceus hard by the Acropolis, ye stewards of good works, the stranger's refuge, venerable and kind, all hail, old friends. But unto ye I walk, as God immortal now, no more as man, on all sides honored fittingly and well, crowned both with fillets and with flowering wreaths. When with my throngs of men and women I come to thriving cities, I am sought by prayers, and thousands follow me that they may ask the path to weal and vantage, craving some from oracles, while others seek to hear a healing word gainst many a foul disease, that all too long hath pierced with grievous pains. 113. Yet why urge more, as some forsooth I wrought some big affair? Do I not far excel the mortals around me, doomed to many deaths? 114. O friends, I know indeed in these words which I speak that very truth abides, but greatly troubles unto men always hath been the emulous struggle of belief to reach their bosoms. 115. There is a word of fate, an old decree, and everlasting of the gods, made fast with amplest oaths, that whosoever of those four spirits, with their lot of age-long life, do foul their limbs with slaughter in offense, or swear forsworn as failing of their pledge, shall wander thrice 10,000 weary years far from the blessed, and be born through time in various shapes of mortal kind, which change ever and ever troublous paths of life. For now air hunts them onward to the sea, now the wild sea disgorges them on land, now earth will spew them towards beams of radiant sun, whence he will toss them back to whirling air. Each gets from other what they all abhor, and in that brood I too am numbered now, a fugitive and vagabond from heaven, as one obedient unto raving strife. 116. Charis abhors intolerable fate. 117. For I was once already boy and girl, thicket and bird, and mute fish in the waves. 118. I wept and wailed, beholding the strange place. 119. From what large honor and what height of bliss am I here fallen to move with mortal kind. 120. And then we came unto a roofed cave. 121. A joyless land, where slaughter and grudge, and troops of dooms besides, where shriveled diseases and obscene decays, and labors, burdened with the water jars, do wander down the dismal meads of bane. 122. There were Earth Mother, there the far-peering Virgin of the Sun, and bloody quarrel and grave-eyed harmony, and there was fair and foul and speed and late, black-haired confusion and sweet maiden sure. 123. Growth and decay, and sleep and roused from sleep, action and rest, and glory many crowned, and filth and silence and prevailing voice. 124. O mortal kind, O ye poor sons of grief, from such contentions and such sighing sprung. 125. For from the living he the dead did make, their forms exchanging. 126. All things doth nature change, enwrapping souls in unfamiliar tunics of the flesh. 127. The worthiest dwellings of the souls of men, when 'tis their lot to live in forms of brutes, are tawny lions, those great beasts that sleep, crouched on the black earth up the mountainside. But when in forms of beautiful plumed trees they live, the bays are worthiest for souls. 128. Nor unto them was any heir as God, nor Kydomius, nor Zeus, the king of gods, no Kronos, no Poseidon, then, but only Crispus queen, whom they with holy gifts were wont to appease, with costly unguents of rich fragrancy, with gentle sacrifices of taintless myrrh, with redolent fumes of frankincense of old, pouring libations out upon the ground, of yellow honey, not then with unmixed blood, of many bulls was ever an altar stained, but among men 'twas sacrilege most vile, to reave of life and eat the godly limbs. 129. Was one among them there, a supreme man, of vastest knowledge, gainer of large wealth, of understanding and chief master wise of diverse works of skill and wisdom all? For whensoever he sought with scope and reach of understanding, then 'twas his view, readily each and every thing that e'er in 10 or 20 human ages throve. 130. All things were tame and gentle towards men, all beasts and birds, and friendship's flame blew fair. 131. For since, O Muse undying, that couldst deign to give for these our paltry human cares a gateway to thy soul, O now much more, Calliope of the beautiful dear voice, be near me now, beseeching, whilst I speak excelling thoughts about the blessed gods. 132. O well with them who hath secured his wealth of thoughts divine, O wretched he whose care is shadowy speculation of the gods. 133. We may not bring it near us with our eyes, we may not grasp it with our human hands, where neither hands nor eyes, whose highways twain, whereby belief drops into minds of men. 134. For 'tis adorned with never a man-like head, for from its back there swing no branching arms, it hath no feet nor knees alert, no form of tufted secret member, but it lives, one holy mind, ineffable, alone, and with swift thoughts darts through the universe. 135. But the wide law of all extends throughout, broad ruling either, and the vast white sky. 136. Will ye not cease from this great din of slaughter? Will ye not see, unthinking as ye are, how ye rend one another unbeknowing? 137. The Father lifteth, for the stroke of death, his own dear Son with changed form, and slits his throat for sacrifice with prayers, a blinded fool, but the poor victims press imploring their destroyers, yet not one, but still is deaf to piteous moan and wail. Each slits the throat, and in his halls prepares a horrible repast. Thus too the Son seizes the Father, children the Mother sees, and reave of life and death their own dear flesh. 138. Drawing the soul as water with a bronze. 139. Ah, woe is me, that never a pitiless day destroyed me long ago, ere yet my lips did meditate this feeding's monstrous crime. 140. Withhold your hands from leaves of Phoebus' tree. 141. Ye wretched, O ye altogether wretched, your hands from beans withhold. 142. Neither roofed halls of ages holding Zeus delight, nor dire Hecate's venging house. 143. Scooping from fountains 5 with lasting bronze. 144. O fast from evil doing. 145. Since wildered by your evil doings huge, ne'er shall ye free your life from heavy pains. 146. and sears at